Hi, this is Nikki, and I'm here to share messages that I get from Spirit for all of us who are on this journey to get to reunion with our twin flames. And so I was just drawn to do a WhatsApp conversation, and the question where I ask certain questions, and then the answers come through in the cards. So the first question I asked is, what is happening for twin flames at the moment? And the two decks of cards that I've used are the Wisdom of Love Oracle and the Enchanted Map, both by Colette Baron Reid. And the answer was, we are giving each other a leg up, and it is allowing us to follow our inner compass, our true north. And if you also look there, the frog, and the frog turns into the prince. So we are all on a soul level giving each other a leg up and a helping hand to create change. If you look at the numbers there, 3 and 4 is 7. 7 is about the soul path. 5 is all about change. So the next question I asked is, what should we be doing? And this is brilliant, because basically it's saying we need to make a choice to step out of fear and to make a choice to go towards enlightenment, which is towards the door, the purple door. And to do that, then it's about taking a leap of faith. You've got to come to the edge. And when you go to the edge, that's a scary place to be, but you've got to take that leap of faith. So there's a choice. Do you go down the route of fear, or do you go down the route of taking that leap of faith and trusting and having faith in you, basically, in your intuition, in your guidance? And so then the next question I asked is, how is the situation at the moment helping reunions? And this is so brilliant, because look at that. It is the solitude card. So, of course, we are all, because most of us are in lockdown, we're having a lot more time to self-reflect. And what's that showing us is our inner truth. And it is the owl. The owl is always a sign of inner wisdom. And so, you know, it's giving us time to go within. It's giving everyone time to go within, to focus on what is really important. And so the sign of the solitude is just perfect, because of course that's exactly what's happening for everyone at the moment. So the next one was, the question I asked was, what does your twin want to tell you? And it was lovely, because it was serendipity, that this relationship is serendipitous, and to focus on the details, focus on all of the little signs that come through. 43 again is love you, and 4 and 3 is the 7, and again it is the soul path. So it's about to look at to see beyond the surface, to really focus on all the signs and messages and synchronicities that is so serendipitous, and so, you know, what is so unique and so amazing about this path that everyone experiences. And it's not you going crazy. It is literally your twin spirit giving you messages right, left, and center, in every conversation, in every program. If you're watching TV, if you're listening to the radio, if you're listening to a song, it will just be message after message after message trying to get through to you. And so that's what your twin wants to say. Just remember that this is a serendipitous relationship. And then the next question, I'll go through these in more detail, but then the next question was, what special message does your twin want to give? And this, again, is just beautiful, because basically it's saying, look, the combination of these cards is just insane, because it's saying, look, there's a change in the wind happening. 12 is also the number that came through today. And if you feel like you're stuck in the mud, which of course we all are, because we are literally on lockdown, then that's happening because we are cleaning up. And look, it's the mirror of 12, 12, 21, because we're cleaning things up. You know, energetically, there is a massive, massive, massive cleanup exercise going on in the universe. The universal energies having to be swept out. And so what's that doing? It's making us follow our intuition, right? We have to follow our intuition by going within. If you look here, you have the duck. The duck is always the sign of the divine counterpart. And basically follow your intuition, because that is your twin, your twin spirit is basically leading you home. So and why is all that happening? Because we are birthing new life, right? And we're learning to fly. We're learning to bring heaven down to earth, and look at the maze underneath. So it might feel like you're in like this maze at the moment, which it does. It feels like crazy. Are we ever going to get out of this lockdown situation? How are we going to get out of it? Which way should we go? On a collective level, that's happening. On a collective level, we're literally in this maze. But that's to birth a new life. And so it was just like crazy again, on point to saying exactly what is happening at the moment. I was like, whoa, the cards, man, the cards are just another level, always. And then what are we healing? And this is that we are learning to ride the waves, and we are completing this never-ending story, which is the twin flame story, which is a never-ending, beautiful love story. An eternal love. And so that is what we're healing. We're healing because it's coming around again. Everything goes around in cycles, and now it's our time. It's our time to shine. So the message is ride those waves, and know that change 14, 1 and 4 is 5. We start as we finish, and that is all about following your inner compass to be able to ride those waves. So I'm going to go through one at a time. So what is happening at the moment for the twins? And it is we are giving each other a leg up. We are helping each other. So relationships that are healthy thrive on interdependence. It's important to recognize that you need others just as much as they need you. You must allow people to support you just as you are there for them. This is a time to be vulnerable, to speak up about your needs, and to ask for them to be fulfilled. And trust, you will be met with kindness and love. Don't expect others to read your mind, though. Ask and it is given. So a time to speak up, to say what you need, to be open, to be vulnerable, to be caring, And the other message is, as long as you orientate your compass to true north, the direction of your higher power, you will never be lost. So you're entering uncharted territories right now and can expect wonderful new experiences. To stay on the highest path of your destiny, you'll need to keep your compass pointed to true north. Only spirit or a higher power can serve this function. Know that spirit is working in your life, so even if you feel lost temporarily, it will be easy to find your way. Have faith and trust, for your compass, with spirit as true north, will ensure that you'll never be lost, even on a starless night when all seems dark. And so it just reminds me of a message that came through the other day, which also I was sharing about the ladies' poetry tea at Flourishing Goddess, I think it is. But basically it was about dancing in the darkness. And so that's what we've got, we all have to, feel that energy of light, right? And then beam that energy out. And it's like, be able to dance in the darkness, be able to know that you are a beacon of light shining out in the dark. So what should we be doing? And that is to make a choice, to follow, to take that leap of faith, to follow the call of your heart, and to trust that we're being pushed in that direction every day. You're required to come to a decision now. You're faced with a dilemma or a fork in the road and must make a conscious choice regarding the next right action. Whatever that choice is, you must take responsibility for it, and yet you don't need to be afraid. You may not have all the answers right now because the way ahead cannot be known until you've embarked and travelled a few steps. Trust in your intuition, ask for a sign from spirit, and you'll be led to the right path. If you remain conscious and aware, your choice will be the right one at this time. Life is always about learning. Success lies in choosing consciously, guided by intuition and spirit. So if you've been guided to take that leap of faith, to come to the edge, to do something that you'd be like, can I do this? Then the message is, yes, you absolutely can. You have to take that leap of faith because this is what this situation is calling you to. So take courage, taking a leap of faith, overcoming fear and accepting risk. Facing the unknown is the only choice you really have right now if you want to progress. It's okay to be afraid. Now is the time to take a risk that is not calculated, to feel the exhilaration as you ready yourself for a leap of faith. Spirit is present, so let go of fear. You're called to express your true self. Listen to your heart and soul, not your head. Come to the edge and discover that you can fly. You must step into the unfamiliar so that you may find your miracles. How beautiful is that? Because it says about the reference about flying. And what was the special message? That you're learning to fly, you're learning to spread your wings, and you're creating a new life with this new energy. So a beautiful message. So the next one is, how is this situation, what's going on at the moment in the world, helping twin flames into their unions? And it is all affording us the time of being able to reflect and to go within. To, everyone's in different positions and different challenges, but everyone will just be given a little bit more time for self-reflection. So meditation is required when you receive the solitude card as a sign. Empty your mind of superfluous thoughts and allow stillness to flow through your whole being. This is not an advantage time to ask questions or push forward in any way. Rather, it's a period for a conscious retreat. What's called for now is to step back and take your focus off of your life and your troubles. You'll be surprised by how things sort themselves out once you've replenished your energy by means of a much needed rest and time out. So that's what we're forced into, right? We're being literally forced into taking time out because we are finding our inner truth. So remember that your truth is always based on your personality and experience up until now. A higher truth will be found after you communicate honestly and see how doing so has helped you become more attuned to yourself. Don't hold back. Speak your truth and listen. So lots of messages around speaking your truth, finding your truth, being able to follow your inner, your inner compass, your true north, your intuition, and that's happening on for both twins, both divine cat, both you who's watching this video, but also for your twin. This is a reciprocated energy, like we feed off each other. It's like the seesaw. One goes up, one goes down, and then if you both work on it, then you get in balance. So that's what's happening. We're creating a huge balance of the scales. So what does your twin want to tell you? And it is, Spirit has a plan. And guess what? It is on page 69, Divine Feminine, Divine Masculine, Divine Union, in the 6-pointed star. So Spirit has a plan, and that plan is to place you in front of the right person at the right time. You have met or are about to meet someone vitally important to your journey. And my dog, sorry, that's Bo. Someone Spirit wants to bring into your life. Only divine forces can plan this meeting. It is out of your hands. So pay attention to the signs that Spirit sends. Oh, I love that. So, it's saying, what's it saying? It's saying, look, this is serendipitous. It's meant to be. Pay attention to the signs that Spirit sends. Focus on the details. I love it. So this is the message. You can gain great understanding by observing the minute body language, offhand remarks, and fleeting facial expressions that reveal the larger picture. Well, if any of you, you know that if you are able to see your twin or have ever been able to see your twin in either in the flesh or in with your third eye, then you know that there is no giving away the signs, because the eyes are the windows to the soul, and there is something very special when you look into your twin's eyes. It's like this crazy magnetic, like nothing else I've ever experienced. And so that it's those sorts of things that isn't, that you just know, you just 100% know. So that's the message. What message do they want to say? And it is to follow the signs, because this is serendipitous. And then what special message? I've gone through this because this is just perfect. It's about saying, look, a change in the wind has happened. All of this virus stuff has happened to bring us so that we get stuck, because we've got to clean things up. We've got to follow our intuition because we're birthing a new life and learning how to fly, as in how to release our wings, you know? And then what are we healing? Last one. And it is riding the waves. And we're healing this never-ending story. We are healing this beautiful love story, which is basically the twin flame. The twin flame never-ending story, because we are always together across all time, space, and realities. And we are just bringing that connection down into this physical reality. So the last message is we are riding the waves. So the message is, you can be assured that you're entering a time when you can ride the wave of abundance. The tide has turned and you can put your surfing skills to the test. Everything that you know, all of your talents coupled with your hopes and dreams, will carry you forward. People and circumstances have come out of the ocean of potential and possibility to take shape in a wave of spectacular activity. Know that you are definitely on the right path. Oh, so if anyone was doubting, then there's some beautiful confirmation just to say, you know, if you found this video, if this resonates for you, that you are a twin flame and this is your path this time round, then basically if you had any questioning, then that is your answer. You are on the right path. And then the other thing that we're healing is the never-ending story. It's about things that, you know, everything with a cycle, things come back, and it's about how are you reacting to those things, right? So is it bringing up the same fears as before? Is it bringing up the feelings of abandonment or the fear of not coming together, right? Because one thing also that's happening with this situation, with the COVID and the lockdown, is it also does shine a torch on, if you're not together in the physical with your twin, then that, you know, it heightens that you're not together in the physical. And whilst all of the spiritual, you know, the spiritual side and the 5D and all of the messages and signs and everything from spirit is amazing, you know, we are physical and we are living a physical experience. So it does highlight that. So what's that bringing up? Because that's the message, that you have a choice of how we react differently every time. It's about growing and learning and letting go of those energies that come up that we no longer need, that have been triggered. So the never-ending story is this: sometimes your heart enters into a contract with another that results in pain, not because of abuse or neglect, but for other more complex reasons. Shame, fear of intimacy, and low self-esteem are the greatest challenges to the success of a relationship. Consider how valuable this knowledge is. Right now, you have an opportunity for important healing, but you must reflect on the stories you weave about love, connection, abandonment, rejection, and loneliness. Not only do you need to begin a new story, you need to forgive yourself for telling yourself the old ones. Have compassion for the part of you that believes all of those narratives, because none of them were true anyway. And actually, very synchronistically, that is also on page 140, and this is 14. So exactly, you know, so the message is, you know, all of those, the crux of it is that we're healing, you know, we're healing all of those issues around abandonment, just like it said, you know, abandonment, rejection, intimacy, the fear of being truly seen, the fear of being intimate with somebody, truly intimate, you know. All of those will be coming up to the surface. So, you know, we are learning, you know, we're growing, we're learning how to, you know, delve into our emotions and be able to ride those waves of emotion. All right, well, I hope that helps. This was the WhatsApp conversation that wanted to come through today. I hope it helps you. If you want to have a WhatsApp conversation for you and your contact, for you and your twin, I'd be very happy to do it. $20. And if you want a healing reading, channeled letter, any of the services that I offer, then please do. All of my details are in the link. But in the meantime, keep riding the wave, keep shining bright, keep being you. Okay, take care. Bye.